Hey, we are playing Minecraft again, and we've made a couple of changes since the last time. This, I thought, would specifically be like the place where you store wood and where the food is cooked and the biddies and all that jazz. And then I made like a little, I almost said cobalt, cobblestone area where I think it's folding here, yeah. So we need to stock up on that. Then I made a little dirt house. And it's funny because most of the stuff we have not in there are dirt. But I still want to clean up this area, so I think actually what we first need to do is get some wood. Otherwise we will not be able to make any more tools. Crazy how the music was just playing a second ago and now it's gone. Yet again. Come on. And I forgot to set a timer once again. So, wait, let me not do that. Not interested in keeping that. These bees are never a good thing to be around. But when I see trees like this, nah, too much work. Now you see, when you're underwater, then it always makes things more difficult. For mining. Why, thank you. Where am I? Should be enough. Come on, let me in. Alright. Not bad. I have absolutely no idea when this music is gonna come back. But if you were wondering what I was thinking about, I was thinking about the things that I've been watching as of late. And I know in the previous video we talked about series and movies, but this time I've actually been watching a lot of stand-up comedy. And it's funny because I always used to watch Gabriel Iglesias, all his stand-up comedy videos and his specials on Netflix, and I even watched his series called Mr. Iglesias. And there was this guy that showed up, and he had like his own taco stand and whatnot, and I didn't know why everyone was going nuts about this guy until I found out he was actually a comedian as well. And his name is Joe Coy, and I've actually been watching his stand-up comedy specials as well. But I mean, there's so many comedians that I never knew of that I've started watching. Like, I think her name is Eliza. Very funny. I had no idea she was married. I think she also had a baby. I was like, what? But I watched all of her specials. I watched, I think her name is Taylor Tomlinson. And it's really crazy how amazing TikTok is, because at first I saw them on TikTok. I had no idea that their specials were on Netflix until I went and I actually caught them in like a suggested for you section, and I was like, oh. And I ended up watching all of it. And like, I always knew of Matt Rife. Am I saying it right? Matt Rife, yeah. He's also very good. But like, people like Kevin Hart and Cat Williams, I've always loved them. Trevor Noah. Always have a good laugh even though I'm watching it for the millionth time. But then again, not a lot of people like stand-up comedy. I just grew up around people that watched it all the time. So, I mean, I enjoyed it before I even understood what they were saying. But I know there's a bunch of them that's not on Netflix, or maybe just not on Netflix in South Africa yet. Because I was laughing when I watched, I think it was Taylor Tomlinson who was talking about how married people always encourage their single friends to go on dating apps just for pure enjoyment. Because, I mean, they're married, they can't entertain themselves with anything that's happening on those apps. But I mean, I completely agreed with her on how those apps are just a complete waste of time. Because the people have already practiced the catchphrases, they've posted pictures where they look like different people in every single one, and they're a bit too cocky. Like, they think, oh, you swiped, so I can just treat you however I want to. Like, no thank you. You know how Kendall Jenner says, I don't chase, I attract. I don't know how I'm gonna do that since I'm always in the house, but maybe one day I'll feel like, you know what, let's go interact with humans in the wild. But nah. I spoke in previous videos about how I don't care how tempted I am, I'm not going back to dating apps. I've had enough horrible experiences and mental trauma from being on those apps. Not only from the way people act that are on those apps, but from the chaotic relationships that ensued from those apps. So I shall not be engaging in that crap for a very long time. Because it's just, I don't know, I'm convinced I was born in the wrong generation. Because lately all these people want to do is just screw. And they don't even care, like you could be wearing a paper bag on your head. They don't care. If they've got a plug and you've got a socket, they're interested. And it's like, jeez, I mean, why can't you just soothe yourself then? Why purposefully go look out for people to do that? Like, really? I don't know. But being celibate has made my life so peaceful. Because I mean, if I had it my way, I would have been celibate my entire life, but that was not in the cards. Haha. I can just say, it's not really funny, but I didn't get that chance. And after a long time of thinking about it and thinking, why am I putting myself in situations where I interact with a person in that way, and I just feel so grossed out afterwards. Because I'm the kind of person that, I don't know, I can't remember what the word is, I think it's sapiosexual or something. I'm more attracted to intelligence than looks. I mean, looks are always a bonus, it's not really like what you look for. But I don't know, maybe there's just not that many intelligent people that I know where I live. But being celibate has brought a lot of peace, that I'm not handing my body over to anyone and wasting my time. Like, no. My health is way more important to me than trying to please someone else's ego or please society into the norms of, if you're single then you should be hooking up with everyone. Like, no. If you're into STDs, go for it, but that's not my thing. Okay. Come on. Thank you. What else is there? This. And I mean, I've had a lot of health complications over the years, and let me tell you, doesn't matter if you're dating, these guys don't care. They do not care if you have been in hospital for how many days. They even make you choose the wrong freaking pickaxe. Great. But they don't care. So why put yourself in the situation where you are like hoping for someone to be there for you, someone to actually care about your well-being and all those things, when in reality that's not how this generation functions. It's all about me, 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 sadly enough. So ever since I've taken a step back and found comfort in celibacy, I find that there's more peace in my life. There's no drama. I don't have to worry about who's this one dating, if this one's cheating on me, if this one's not. Like, it's a huge weight off my shoulders. I mean, I think I've only been in 3 relationships that's lasted more than, let's say, a month. I dated one guy for about 1 year. Other guy I dated for 6 months, and then 2 years later we dated for 3 years. And I think I dated this other guy for about a month, or maybe just a bit more than a month. Then I dated this one guy for like a day. Oh wait, 2 days. It was so funny. We're still friends, but nah, not my cup of tea. I just feel like my age range of people to date, like, I do not qualify for. Like, I'm not gonna be in my early 20s dating someone in their late 30s. Like, look, I get there's people that do that. I'm just not one of them. I'm just the type of person that I don't like to go. I don't know what's going on with our dog, but he's very vocal today. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't really see myself dating someone that's more than 6 years older than me at most. Not that I have anything against age, I don't know. Just doesn't feel right. And like, full disclosure, I've dated people that were both younger and older than me, and they were all bloody disasters. So I'm not specific on like, oh, you should date younger guys or you should date older guys. Like, if they make you happy and they're loyal, go for it. Age does not define maturity. And I've yet to find anyone mature enough to actually make me consider going out into the dating pool again. It's just in my relationships, the family always tends to get involved. And not in a good way. The mother always somehow ends up literally controlling their child's life, deciding that I'm not the one that they want for their son, so they do everything they can to sabotage the relationship, as if we're all 5 years old. But yeah, that's why I say age does not define maturity. Because I've met parents that are in their 40s and 50s and 60s and they all act like freaking children, so it really doesn't matter who you date, as long as they make you happy and they're willing to stand up for you, even if it's against their own family. And I'm not saying date someone that's a bastard to their family. No, that's an even bigger red flag. But if their family goes out of their way to like make everything a chaotic situation and they're not willing to say like, hey, that's wrong, date someone else. I wish someone told me that a long time ago. But anyways, I will be keeping on with this build. Like, there is this entire thing that I need to flatten out. All of this stone I'm gonna take out and put dirt down. So that's gonna take a lot of videos. But yeah, hopefully by the time I record again, this will all be flattened, or maybe I simply would have gotten bored and done something else. But we shall see.